Hello everyone, welcome back to another Routmaster show, Routmaster Rewind show, should I say. Today we're doing issue 92, but before we get on to that, I am going to introduce my co-host. So, it wouldn't be a Routmaster show on a Wednesday without Penny.
Sorry. Hello everyone, how are we all? I'm really looking forward to Wednesdays. I mean, I love Wednesdays anyway, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Can I just say a quick hello? Hello to Matty, who's watching possibly downstairs in the conservatory. He tries to be nice and quiet reading his books, but I always end up interrupting him somehow.
Yeah. And finally, we've got Adrian.
Thank you, Alex.
I think build with Adrian.
Technical. He's our technical. What was it? Technical specialist. Is it?
Technical director. Let me have a look.
Director.
Yeah. If I remove me, he becomes a technical.
So yeah, how is everyone today?
I'm really good. I'm not being as productive as I like to be, but that's my own fault. I make a massive to-do list, and I just couldn't even possibly attempt get it all knocked off. But I've knocked about 3 or 4 things off. I've got my paint now for my new desks, metallic, a pearly grey and a purple, and I've cut a hole in a piece of wood. That's a big achievement for me.
Yeah, stream. Penny was just in a cloud of dust.
Yeah, and I've primed one of the drawers, and it's it was damp. It was wet outside but I found me primers. I've been looking for these for ages. These cans of primer are £1 from Poundland, so I bought 5 of them. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but yeah, I mean, it was a bit wet outside, and but yeah, it's turning out really good. And I also bought something I can't find, so I can't show you, but I bought one of those little mini paint rollers.
Oh,
so guess what I'm doing tomorrow? So
rolling. Lovely.
I don't know. I think I did something else. I might have done something else. I don't know. I can't remember. So, but yeah.
Okay, so we've got a few comments. Do you want to read the comments out, Penny? Or
yeah, go on then. So Andy M. I'm sure you used to be Andy M, didn't you? So evening, Horlicks and Penny. Missed last week. Didn't know you were back. I've stopped building my bus till you guys catch up. Love the show. Wasn't the same without you. Oh, bless you. That's a lovely comment.
Thank you.
And I think he didn't know if the comment had come through, so he rewrote it. Evening, Horlicks and Penny. Welcome back. Missed last week's show. Didn't realise you were back. I've stopped my build till you catch up. Love the show. Not the same without you. So he's added in a love the show. So thank you very much. P40F20. Hello, everyone. The dynamic duo back in action. Now, I said this is a joke, but I was playing around with sandpaper and I found something that reminded me of you. And I'm actually going to, I know it's really silly, but I'm going to send it to you. But I've got to turn the light out so you can see it. That's one of my sanding pads. I mean, all right, I probably really insulted him there, you know. I saw a bit of rough old bit of paper and it reminded me of you. But that wasn't the way it was meant to come out. Peter Whitlock, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Peter.
Good evening, Peter.
Mark's Mods, good evening, Horlicks and Penny. Looking forward to the show tonight by the dynamic duo. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and while Mark's on there, thank you very much for the timer. That what you saw before the stream started, Mark made for me for my channel. So yeah, thank you very much.
It was so good. I mixed it as well.
Yeah, we used it, but no, we had to try it out.
Yeah. Stephen Hyson, good evening all.
Good evening, Stephen.
Evening.
Dano Bills, hello everyone.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Dave say hello everyone. I hope everything's absolutely picking up in your household.
Yeah.
Obviously, I got your news yesterday and I hope everything gets better. Danielle Boudreau, hi all. Haven't seen you since 2 o'clock this afternoon. As you all know, now Daniel Boudreau is one of my new viewers from the Diamond Painting Show. Hopefully we all have a laugh there. I know I do anyway. Now,
Yes.
I'm not going to read out every single thing on this comment because there's so much. So I shall just say, Alex Demetrius, hi everyone, lots of thumbs up. No way I'm going to sit here going thumbs up, thumbs up.
Hi, Alex.
How you doing?
Alex.
Geordie Dave, hi everyone, how are you?
Hi, Georgie.
Hi, Georgie.
Mark the Tart, good evening, Penn, Horlicks and Adrian. So good to see the A-team back on again. Whoopee woo. Love your avatar. Andy M, yes, I was Andy M. And P40F20 says ha. So yeah, I didn't insult him with the I kind of, as I said, I thought, oh no, have I just called him a rough old bit of something. Chris Campling, everyone's favorite innuendo provider. How are you? He says everyone, and for the moment we are caught up with the text.
Lovely. It's funny actually, yeah, because you were saying about Mark the Tart's avatar. Is there like an app or something that you make them with? Because I've seen a lot of, well, not a lot, but I've seen some YouTubers with they look like them and they've got these avatars they put on. I don't know how you do it.
I know there's some cartoon yourself kind of avatars, and there's make these wonderful videos, free trial. And I know with a lot of the free trials, I look at the prices and I think, oh, I'm not paying that every month, but they got a good service. So I've got to confess, I'll sign up for them, use their service, and then go, nah, I didn't really want the free trial. So quite a few things I managed to get for free. That's from being naughty. I get Netflix 1 month free every year because I sign up for it on a free trial. And then I cancel it and go, nah, it's not much I liked.
Then you get invited to another free trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I used to go through that.
I'm considering making up 12 email accounts and use each one to sign up for 1 month on a free trial. Oh, I don't know. Have I just taught everyone how to be illegal? So, yeah, stick with us and you'll end up in prison. So Chris Davis Welder says hi all. And Alex Demetrius, I'm very happy to see you all again and so looking forward to tonight's build. No love lost. Right. So do you want to have a look at what we're doing?
Yeah, I suppose we better get
You
on with the
don't
build.
know what we're doing because you did ask me, didn't you? And I just went, have patience and wait.
Yes.
So if I can figure this out, there is the front cover. Can anyone remember this cover? It's such a long time ago. So today we are going to be doing framework and windows for the upper deck. We continue fitting windows into the framework of the left-hand side of the upper deck.
Cool. Right.
I wanted to do that. So, in your own time, would you like to do a part check? And while you're getting your parts ready, I'm just going to lighten the load in my plastic bag and get some chocolates out.
Are they not in your secret drawer?
No, there's so much of them. There's so many chocolates today that I've got a not too secret carrier bag.
Right.
I did really well today. I only spent about £10 on chocolate. Well, the bill came to like £23, but that did include a small bottle of washing liquid, a small bottle of fabric softener, and £2.50 roller. So I'm estimating about 15 pounds.
Right.
And I got my favourite. Oh, I might send this to you actually. Don't know if it's any good to you. I got a 5-pack of fudge, and it's got a free ticket to Legoland, Chessington, Alton Towers, or Thorpe Park, or Sea Life.
It depends on the day, but yeah, I mean, at the moment,
It's a buy one ticket, get one free deal.
Yeah.
You do your annual thing.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be. So actually, yeah, probably wouldn't be much use. But
Okay.
I think I was supposed to be going this year for the fireworks, but obviously because of the situation, they've cancelled it.
Yeah. So you're probably better off going in like on odd days, then, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that for you then, Horlicks.
Okie doke. I think that's empty. I'm just going to sort these bits out.
So Matt the Tart has said that his avatar is made. It's an app called Bitmoji. So as I have such a useless memory, I'm going to write that down.
Oh, lovely! Thank you very much. I'm going to have a look at that. Not that
not
that I want to copy you or anything much.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm looking for a good emoji thing because at the moment that's mine, which isn't really that spectacular. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm on your channel. I'm going to have a little. I'm going to make the most original comment ever. I'm going to see what my emoji comes up with.
Bitmoji. Cool. Yeah, I'll have a look at that.
Well, Yorkshire Crafter says hello. I love Yorkshire Crafter's avatar. It's so sweet, isn't it? And then one extreme to the other, there's Chris Davis. Well, no, I'm just joking. That's a lovely picture. But Chris Davis World has also got next pack of Ecto 1 coming. And then Boudreaux says Bitmoji is fun. So I guess I'll find out after the stream. Oh, that sounded like the introduction to a big film coming up there. Boom, 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 boom.
Right. So.
Okay, so we have got. We have got quite a few parts today.
I am ready when you are.
Okay, we have got 92A, the left outer wall framework. And I would say that looks almost as ugly as the back of a bus.
Yeah, lovely.
92B window bar. And I believe that's made out of, I can't believe it's not metal.
Yeah, certainly is.
And 92C is the window handle or the winder handle. That's actually how I pronounce window.
That is in this nice little bag.
Yeah. Okay. So 92D is the window frame. Have you managed to get hold of some clippers yet?
No, I'm using the same ones.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot you had those.
But I do want to get a set that you showed me because they were really nice to feel.
Well, what we'll do is when I've got a bit more money, we'll see. We'll make an occasion up, like I don't know, second Thursday of the month present or something. Right. So that's is that metal? That looks like it.
Plastic.
It's plastic. That's really good. Okay. So 92E is the sliding window pane. Oh, and it has got a silver edge. Lovely. Beautiful. 92F is a window pane.
Right. I've got about 3.
Looks like a short, long, rectangular one.
So that must be this one, I think.
That looks proportionally right.
With some
Oh, are you window leaning that or something?
Mark on it, but
yeah, it's got a smidge of dirt dust on it, so Mr. OCD's got to give it a good polish.
well, I did, but it hasn't come off, so I think it's like a scuff, but it's all right.
Okay. So that's 92F. 92G is called window pane, but this one's got a curvy bit on it.
Oh, I wonder where that's going to go.
Excitement in our lives. Super. Nice lamp you've got there.
And there's fingerprints on it from the factory.
Oh, do you know what? Right, if you took a copy, if you took a copy of those fingerprints, reproduced them onto some latex gloves, you could burgle someone's house and they would get the blame.
Yeah.
See, stick with us and end up in prison. Okay, and the last window pane is 92H, which is a not quite so stubby rectangular one. So that should be bigger than 92F.
Yeah.
Window pane. Beautiful. And that leaves 4 parts left. One is OP screws, 1.7 by 5 millimeters. And that should be 5 of those.
Yes, there is. OP. Oh, come on. I need to get this off the bag. There we go. I've still got a load of CM screws in here, and I'm not sure why. That was probably from issue 90 or there.
Quite a lot of space there, isn't there?
I think this, I'm sure it was, the last I did was issue 90, obviously, before last week. And they were in there from then. So I don't quite know. But obviously didn't need them.
No. Either that or your bus is going to fall apart when you're not looking.
Yeah. I might actually have a look back after the show at 90 just to see what that was about.
Yeah. Right. So your next screws are DP Delta Papa, 1.7 by 4 mil, and there should be 3 of those. And they should look the same as the OP, but just ever so slightly smaller.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Smashing. The next one is EM Echo Mike, 1.5 by 4 mil. There should be 10 of those, and they should be the same length as the DPs, but slightly thinner.
Okay, EM. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Yeah.
Let's say, can you count to 10? You should be able to, because you got that many fingers, haven't you?
Yeah.
I can count to 10. I struggled with 20, but I'm all right if I've got sandals on. And the last screws you've got then is FM. That's Foxtrot Mike, and they are 2.3 by 4 millimeter. There should be 3. They should be the same length as the previous 2 sets of screws, but fatter.
Yes.
They should be the fatter screws that you're going to use tonight.
Right. Okay.
Super. You happy with your parts?
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
Lovely. Right then. So when you're ready, we'll start stage 1.
Okie doke. Should we just catch up on chat really quick?
Yeah, no problems. Let me just move.
Why not? Don't want to ignore anyone.
No, wouldn't want to do that. So there's Penelope's Pit Stop. She says hello. Okay. Danielle Boudreau, Bitmoji is fun. Chris Davis World, how's everyone? Also, I was doing a PS4 stream earlier, which I've never done. I did catch a glimpse. I couldn't figure out what you were playing, but sometimes it's quite nice to have things like that on in the background while you're working.
What was that? Was that a stream on YouTube?
Yeah, you can stream from PS4 directly to your channels. I've done it.
Oh, I thought it was to Twitch only, or
no, it's apparently you can do it to to YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I haven't really played my PS4 because I've ordered the PlayStation 5, so I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
And the Xbox Series X.
Yeah. Steve Hyson says Chinese COVID, and I cannot think what that's in context to, or if that was just random.
Maybe that's when we were talking about the theme park.
Ah, yes, yeah. Okay, so we've got David Bassett. How are you?
Hi, David.
Dynamic.
Hi, David.
duo. Sorry, Horlicks, did you say something?
Oh, I just said hello, David.
Okay. Yeah, even into the dynamic duo, Penny and Horlicks. And then Chris Davis says Spiro the Stanton and GTA 5. But you can
Spyro.
Spyro, is it? Sorry.
Stanton and GTA
5. Yeah, I think I must have been watching you play Spyro, because if it was Grand Theft Auto 5, it's the strangest Grand Theft Auto I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've got that Spyro reunited game. Yeah, it's good.
So he says dragon, I mean, so I'm guessing his spell check has changed dragon to Stanton, which makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. And for you gamers out there, I've just got Crash 4.
I'm waiting for FIFA 21 to come out on pre-owned. I'm not paying those prices. No. Well, the thing is, I'm very, very casual player. I have a friend of mine. He plays on world class mode, and he always moans. But I really seriously have no problems just coming home, putting FIFA 21 on, transferring all the best players in the world into Wickham, and then putting it onto beginner mode and having a 10-minute game against Colchester and winning 57-0. That to me is chill out after work, and I have no qualms about that.
Yeah.
And it's got to be Colchester, because, yeah, ask David Bassett what we think of Colchester. So, so we have the lovely Christine saying hello, everyone.
Oh, hi, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
And Chris Davis says soon there is a PS5 coming. And hi, Christine, how you? Right, so
yeah, that's what I was saying, Chris. I've already ordered it, and I should have it here on launch day. So I've booked today off work, because not that I'm going to play on it all day or anything like that, but I've got to be here for the delivery, haven't I?
Well, of course. I mean, it's
and
not
then I just
work or anything.
No, and I might happen to get it out of the box and see what it's about.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, cool. Right, I'm ready to go then.
Okie dokie then. Should we have that much view? We haven't that view, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, so stage 1. Now, because the window is clear, it does actually look like there's a little bit floating in the air there, but that is actually a window. If you can see that, okay. So we cut away the moldings that were used in manufacture from the sliding window 92E and the window frame 92D. Smooth down any rough edges that are left.
Okay.
In response to my mention of the C word, David Bassett says, can't say on here, would get us all banned, Penny.
Right. So, I'm going to cut this... this tab off, yeah, and just smooth that down.
Lovely.
I'm going to have to touch the glass. Brilliant. So that's that one done.
Lovely.
And then the red one. And there we go.
Brilliant. Okay, so you're happy with stage one?
Yeah,
Step one?
very happy.
Okay, so step two, fit the sliding window 92E into the frame 92D so that the ridges on the ends of the sliding window fit into the recesses in the frame as indicated by the arrows. Note that the metal edge of the window pane should be at the top. Sliding window 92E will be held in place when the frame 92D is fitted to the outer wall frames. And
Okay.
I just got a bit of deja vu there.
Yeah, and this one is actually a lot looser than it was last week. A lot looser. So there is every chance that might just stay open.
Oh, look at that.
But we'll see. Once there's pressure on it, it might.
I think what you need to do is when you've got them all installed, I mean, like I said last week, I've positioned mine so that every window's in a different position.
Yeah.
Make all a bit of variety.
Yeah.
So the ones that are slipping down, they're obviously fully down.
Yeah.
And the ones that stay wherever you put them, they're all somewhere in the middle. And then either it'll just about hold up, they can be pushed up.
Yeah.
Because that's just like my bus at work. You'll have some people who'll open the window, some people will close them. And when those two people meet, you have this little battle opening and closing the windows. And you also get the people who open all the windows at the front and then they go and sit at the back of the bus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose because the wind comes in and then goes to the back.
Yeah. But then you get the opposite where they open all the windows at the back and the middle and then they go and sit at the front.
Oh.
So, yeah, it is no queer as folk, as they say. So, are you happy with stage two?
Yes, I am, yeah.
Lovely. So, stage three or step three is take the window frame 92D with sliding window 92E and fit it to the outside of the framework 92A. Fix in place from the inside with 2 DP screws.
Okay.
Now, my understanding is that we are screwing through metal into plastic, hence the DP screw.
Yeah, that's right. And this frame actually fits okay this week.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, the window is very...
Right. So we think that one's going to be permanently open.
Maybe an open window, yeah.
Yeah, so there'll be some customers very unhappy with that window.
Okay, so DP screw.
DP, Delta Papa. Chris Davis has said that he's got the replacement of the bus today to sort the electrics problem out. How many replacements have you had for the electrics, Chris? Must be at least 2. And Peter Whitlock has said, good evening, Christine. Hope you get well soon. Christine, I'm hoping you are sitting in bed, being weighted on hand and foot, cup of tea in your hand and a biscuit in the other.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'd like to say, you know, come on, Dave, pull your finger out and look after your wife. But he does so much anyway, doesn't he? I don't think he could physically do more for everyone. He probably has so little time for himself because he's so busy helping everybody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
okay.
I don't know how he said, I'm taking a break from the stream because I just need a bit of me time. And the next day, there he is on someone else's stream helping them out. bless him. Okay, so is that a loose window still then?
It's a bit hit and miss, really.
Right.
It's either down. There's no mid, really. Oh, actually, it's got better. It will stay up now.
Okay.
But I don't think there's much of a mid because it drops in the middle. So it's either down or up.
It'd probably just fall down, would it?
Yeah, but that's cool.
Yeah, I would probably have that down myself then, but I know you'd probably spend 3 days trying to fix it or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you happy with stage 3?
Yeah.
Lovely. So stage 4, and it looks like it's a 2-part stage. Fit the window pane 94F to the inside of the framework 92A, beneath the sliding window pane in 92E. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry, I do apologize. I had a bit of a cough coming. So beneath the sliding window pane 92E, fix in place with 2 DP screws. And I'm looking at the diagram. I see nothing about DP screws.
Oh, that's a bit strange.
So, right, so 92F is the square window, isn't it? Okay, someone might have to enlighten me. I'm just going to bring the whole instructions up. So it's saying to fit, right, 92, right, fit the window pane 92F. So we're looking at the top picture. And there's the 92F there. So fix in place beneath the sliding window pane 92E, which is there.
Yeah.
Fix in place with 2 DP screws. But if you then look at the diagram, it's showing you 4 OP screws.
Yeah.
So it's too long ago for me to remember. So I'm going to ask you to see what you think. Let me just spin back to the instruction. Right. So OP screws are OP and DP are both the same length, width.
But I've only got 1 DP screw left.
Right, so you can't fix it in place with 2 DP screws. How many OP screws have you got? You should have
5.
Right, so I would suggest that we should be fixing that with 4 OP screws.
Yeah, I think
because
so.
there's 4 holes in the window, aren't there?
Yeah.
Right, so I think that's a mistake in the instructions, not in the picture.
Yeah.
Right, so just bear with me 1 second. Right, OP are longer, and I think you're going to need longer screws because it's going in over something else.
Yeah.
Right, so P40F20 says the 2 DP screws go above the OPs.
Yeah, that's well. That was in the last step, wasn't it? These 2.
Yeah, and Mark's Mod says it's a mistake in magazine. It's OP screws. And Christine says Dave is certainly looking after me well. I don't know what I would have done without him the last 2 weeks. It's been a frightening time for us both. Well, yeah, I'm just yeah. And Dave says OP screws needed. So no offense to P40. Everyone's suggesting OP screws, and there aren't enough DP screws.
Well, I've got enough because I've got backups, but
yeah,
in
just
regards to
very,
what
very careful because the OP screws are longer than the DP screws, so you have the potential to screw the other bit out through the side.
I think it's a typo in instructions.
Yeah. So instead of being 2 DP screws, you think it should be 4 OP screws?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just noticed Adrian's changed his name on the stream. He is now known as just technical director. Did you not like being billed with Adrian?
No, I only don't because when you have it as this one,
Yeah,
name fits in perfectly.
with 3 people, it's kind of reduced a bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
It's just a shame we couldn't fit in the title special person who we just wouldn't be able to do the show without. But I don't think that would quite fit, would it? So Steve Hyson saying use OPs, and P40F20 saying yes, the 4 OP screws for the rectangular window. So maybe he's got muddled with another stage. I don't know. Or maybe I've just misread his comment. That wouldn't be the first time, would it, Horlicks?
No. Okay, I am happy with that.
Lovely. Okay, so the second part of that stage is fit the curved window pane 92G to the framework 92A and fix in place with 4 EM screws. So EM screws are slightly thinner than the DPs and the OPs, but they're the same length as the DP screws. So that one, I would be quite confident that's perfect on that one. I quite like the short screws because you know they're not going to go through the other side. Well, they shouldn't anyway.
Move you up a bit. That's it.
It's quite interesting that one thing I remember about this now is that there seems to be quite a lot of mistakes in the magazine, but the actual parts are fairly flawless, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. P40. I think he'd gotten a muddle with the earlier stage where you put the DP. Yeah, that makes sense now. You had the DPs at the top and the OPs at the bottom, or something. But yeah, like you say, you missed that. He'd already put the DPs in. It's not like P40 to misinform, is it? I don't know many people with more knowledge than P40.
There we go.
Fantastic. It's looking more and more like a bus every stage.
Yep, happy with that.
Lovely, lovely. Right, so stage 5. Oh, you'll like this bit. Take the framework assembly from the previous issue and align the screw holes on the edge of the framework 92A with those on part 91B. Supporting the framework from behind, fix the sections together with 2 FM screws. And I notice you've got your towel kind of acts as a sort of a memory foam support, doesn't it? You can put bits in to a degree.
Right, so this I'm going to dig out the Oreo because I think I remember last time it was easier to do. I'm not actually sure. No, I'll try this.
Am I right in thinking you're screwing 2 bits of metal together, so you want that screw to go in nice and hard?
Yeah.
Oh, I could have picked better words. Is Chris Campbell watching?
Right, so I've started them off. And I'm going to finish them with this, I think, just because I can get more of a turn on them. Sorry if my hands are in the way.
This is always the problem, isn't it? You've got to find that compromise between a comfortable position for you and a position where the camera can get on there. And sometimes one of those just has to go. But what I would always say is get yourself in a good position. If we, rather than us, it's better for you to be in the right position than us seeing what you're doing.
Yeah. Right.
Mark's Mods has picked up by yes, I have been excited about that towel. So Mark's Mods says plus Horlicks' towel is purple and Penny loves purple. But it's okay, I can manage because I do actually, surprise, I do actually have my own purple towel. I have two shades of purple towels. I have some light purple ones and some dark purple ones.
Right, we are still loose. Okay, I think I'm happy with that.
Lovely, looks good. Is there any wibble or any wobble or?
There was. Do you know what? I used the Aria.
Yeah.
Got this as tight as I could, and the head wanted to slip. Went to the wearer. I got another 3 turns on it.
Really? So the wearer was the better screw on this occasion?
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Right. Okay. So you're happy with stage 5?
Yeah.
I've got a horrible feeling. Oh, good. There's another stage. Right. So stage 6. Fit the window pane 92H to the inside of the framework part 91B. Fix in place with 4 EM screws. And Steve Hyson says, don't worry about the slackness. It all come together when fitted to the rest of the bus. One thing I was going to suggest is it worth not quite tightening it up until you fit it to the bus? Screw it until it's actually, because if you remember the chassis, it kept coming loose and then we kept getting an extra turn and then making it nice and stiff, didn't we?
Yeah.
A couple times it came loose again.
Yeah, that's very true.
So rather than that sort of slipping and going a bit slack, maybe just tighten it up fairly tight, and then just before you put it on the bus, give it another half a turn or quarter of a turn, and then fit it to the bus. Clamp it all down. It's not going anywhere then.
Okay, so that is that window in place.
Okay. Do you think you could fit that window anyway round?
Yeah, I've just tested that. You could put this in either way.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
Right. So it's pretty much a perfect square then.
Yeah. Okay, so EM screws.
Times 4, and the picture in the instructions seems to match up with the words.
Or finally, with those screws, you just do them up tightly when you put the framework onto the bus.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one thing I have noticed is that they put more screws in than is absolutely, they don't go for the bare minimum. Quite often I've fitted parts where perhaps 2, maybe 3 screws hold it down firmly, and then there's another 3 screws to go in. So
Yeah.
you don't really worry too much because everything will get get clamped down really well. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if half of the weight of the bus is just from the screws.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Are you going to enlighten us? Share that thought.
We've been supplied 10 EM screws and we've only used 8 of them.
Okay. And it did actually say 10, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Right, I'm not going to go any more on that. That's in enough for me.
Yeah, I would suggest that you only need to screw it until that window has no movement on it.
Yeah. So
That looks really nice. So obviously we haven't put the bottom windows in, but you can just see that little bit of shine on the reflection. Okay, so are you happy with stage 6?
I am. Yeah.
Oh, we've got another stage. So stage 7, fit a winder handle 92C to the window bar 92B. This is a push fit connection. And I would suggest you do the exact same thing with this as you did last week. So I believe your winder handle was way too small peg last week.
Yeah, on both of them. Because we did 2, didn't we?
Yeah. So, which I thought was funny because mine were, I didn't fit mine. Did I fit mine? No, I didn't fit one of them. Don't know why I didn't fit one of them and I fitted the other 2. But it survived a move from Wales to London. So it must have been a good one.
I've got a cocktail stick out just in case I need to apply some glue.
Lovely.
But I will check it first. So, brackets away, hole on the top.
That's right, yeah. So you've got the flat bits on the end. They're going away, like you say. And the little hole along the top. At this point, I don't suppose it really matters, does it? And what I personally have done, just like my windows, I'm putting the winder in different positions just to add a little bit of interest. So Mark's Mods has just confirmed that the frame will become rigid when it gets put on the upper deck. And P40F20 says, don't let it get around that you got 2 extra screws. Everyone will want to get 2 then.
Okay, yeah. That's loose as well. It was fairly tight, but a little bit of a wibble and it comes out. So I'd feel happier gluing that in.
Okay, fair enough.
So that is what I'm going to do.
It's a good job you got that cocktail stick ready then.
Right.
Ooh. Making good use of the packaging, I see.
Yeah.
That particular issue was rather good because you may just see little glue pop, but I'm seeing little paint pellets.
Yeah.
But sometimes the packaging, I mean, I kind of over the years, I mean, even from a little kid, I kind of learned to recycle things into other products. I mean, when that woman on the telly, she's going on about upcycling, I'm like, really? I've been doing that since I was about 5. Because back in the days, we couldn't afford to buy stuff, so we had to make it. And I just got to the point now where everything I see, I'm like, oh, what can I use that for? What can I use that for? And sometimes the packaging, I put it in the bin with, and I'm thinking that's such a shame.
Okay.
Fantastic. I'm going to have to ask you to get a close-up of your little winder, because I know your glue work is always absolutely amazing.
Right, hang on. I have to adjust the settings.
Look at that. Doesn't that just make you sick at how good that is? That is absolutely perfect. Fabulous.
Go.
So, Mark, you've just made a comment. I'll come back to that later on, because I think we can get a good story out of that one. Okay, so are you happy with stage 7?
Super happy.
And I've got a feeling this is the boohoo stage. No, it's not. We've still got more to do. Right. So, I hate the end of the issue, because you just get going, don't you?
Mm.
So, stage 8. Take the window bar 92B and fit it across the opening for the second window from the back on the left-hand side of the upper deck on part 84-2, as shown. The holes at the end of the bar fit over the pegs, and I keep losing my place. The holes at the end of the bar fit over the pegs in part 84C. It will be held in place when the outer framework is fitted. And there's a little circle, little helpful hint that says you might find it helpful to temporarily hold the bar in place with low tack tape. But I think the general consensus is that don't even fit it until you're going to put that outer framework on.
Yeah, obviously last week we did put them on.
Yeah.
And they're up. It's pulling the plastic up, so that's a tight fit.
That might be why I fitted 2 of mine and not the third one. So let's see how this one goes. That will be interesting to know.
So obviously I didn't. I've left them on because my model just sits stationary up on the shelf and it doesn't get touched. So
yeah. Oh, that's a nice fit, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if I really pulled it, it would come off.
Yeah, but I think you can say that for most of the parts, can't you? I'm pretty sure if I pulled hard enough, I could pull a chassis off your bottom deck.
But yeah, no, I'm happy with that. That's not going anywhere.
Fantastic. And of course, because you keep it in a place where it doesn't move, even if it did fall off, it'd just fall on the shelf, won't it?
Yeah, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could grab my cocktail stick, tiny bit of glue, and just put it over the top of the pegs there. Yeah. But I really don't think I might do when we do. I mean, someone might. I don't want to spoil the build too much, but those of you who have finished this model, once the frame goes on, is there possibility that this could come out and drop down in between this frame and the outer frame? Like, put the frame on, knock it, and then we'll end up with a scenario like that.
Yeah, and then it gets trapped between the in and the outer part framework.
Is that's
a really good point, actually? Right, reading comments in the wrong order. P40F20 says you will need to glue the window winder bars. So given what he's just said and the question you just asked, I'm now thinking, would it do any harm if you did glue it in? And the way that you glue, using that cocktail stick to pinpoint where you put the glue, I really can't see any harm in gluing it in, whether it needs to or not.
Yeah. So do you think I should do that now at this stage, or
Up to you, because if we did it now, maybe we can just show in a little bit more detail how you're using that glue, or you could wait for another time. I'm going to use the old cliche, Horlicks. It's your model. You do what you want. You are the star right now because you are building it.
right? Well, as I've got the paint pot out and the
Okay.
cocktail stick and the butt on its side, let's go for it.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to.
Right. So you gluing the peg. All right. It's going to say that's exactly what I would do. So I would squirt a little tiny amount of glue into something wasty like the packaging material. I would be getting a cocktail stick just as you have done. And exactly as you've done, I'm putting tiny dots in. You really don't need a lot of that glue, do you?
No, less is more, as they say.
Yeah, it really is more, because if you put more glue in, it just takes longer to dry. And there's more opportunity. Sorry, not here, I think is the correct word, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
so
by placing that glue into the middle of the flat area, even if you put a little tiny bit too much and it's squished out as you put the part on, because you've not glued right up to the edge, it's not going to squeeze out and make a mess. And you really cannot see that that's glued in.
So what I've done, I'll just do that again.
Yeah.
I've put a little dot this side of the peg, a dot the other side of the peg.
Yeah.
Same with this one. 1, 2.
Brilliant.
I've placed it on. And then I've got another little dot on the cocktail stick, and I've just put a little dot on the top of the peg.
Brilliant. Fantastic. I could watch you all day. I think the most important thing, though, that you didn't mention is that you are taking your time and being patient.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at the length of time we've taken to do up to this point, some people might go on, oh, that's rather a long time. No, it's not. Take your time, chill.
That's this glue's starting to go, so I need to be quick.
No, don't rush. No rush.
No. There you go. That's that. There you go. And I think that'll do.
A little bit too much on the back. Don't worry about it, because that bit will be covered up.
Yeah, really happy with that.
Lovely.
So if we go back to the first one I glued. Yeah, that's stuck already. I'm not going to put it too hard, but yeah, that's a lot more.
That I can see you putting more pressure on than you did before. So yeah, that's fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, forgot to turn off.
So there we go. I'm now going to carefully put this back.
Okay. Are you assuming we finished the build there and we've come to the end of the mag?
Yeah. Based on last week, anyway.
Yeah. I'm just going to turn the volume down on my phone.
Well, what are we doing now then? What we got?
We
What's the next step?
catching up with the comments after we've finished the instructions. So the outer framework for the wall on the left-hand side of the upper deck is complete, with window bars in place on the inner wall of the upper deck. Store the parts carefully until they are needed. And I forgot to bring the instructions up, so you technically have no idea what I'm talking about there. There we go. So that's what you should. Now that's not two pieces, is it? It is two views of the same piece on that side of the instructions. Am I correct there?
Yeah, that's right.
Right. And we have a next week's view, but we're not going to show that for reasons that will become clear later on. So while you're fiddling about with your roof, because I know you take your time, I'm going to do a little bit of a catch up with the chat. And as I said, I'm going to come back to your comment because there is a story attached with that. So we have Golden Gamer Movies. Hello, everyone. New UK supporter here. Hope everyone's keeping well. And they go on to say, hello, Yorkshire Crafted. Nice to meet and see you this evening. David Bassett, welcome, GGM. And this is the Routmaster bus, as I remember World of Mike making it a while ago. I believe Mike is still making the bus. I know he's going through some changes with his channel, but also he's now known as World of Mike Productions. Is that correct? Have I got that right? People to uniquely the window wine bar. Golden Game Moves. Thanks, David Bassett. Appreciate the welcome. Hope you are keeping well. Mark's Mod says I good mine. Golden Game Move. Very fiddly work to make this bus. Takes a long time to do as you have to have a lot of patience, everyone. Yeah, you do need patience. I don't think you need masses amount of patience. You do need some. David Bassett, I think you need to fit the ceiling and grab poles before you fit the side frames and glazed windows, unless you're good at building ships in bottles. I remember a comment like that now. No, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. You got to put the roof on before you put the sides on. Is that right, Adrian? Cut in if you want. Yeah. But isn't it going to tell us to put the sides in before the roof? Yeah. So we've got to, when we get to that, we've got to figure out a way to rearrange the issues so that instead of coming out necessarily in their order, coming out in our order. So
That's
Dave
right,
say,
yeah.
I've glued mine in. Dave Bassett, yes, GGM, bit of a conversation going on here now, isn't it? I'm good, thank you. Always nice to meet new people on here. So we are a bit of an introduction agency sometimes, aren't we? Golden Gamer says, I used to build and make model airplanes back in the day, and that took a lot of time to do. I'm actually just getting back into aircraft, and it's but I'm looking more at the weathering side than the building. So Golden Gamer, good to hear you're doing well, Dave Bassett. Nice to meet you as well. So P40F20, the winder bars do tend to pop out when you're attaching the metal framework. So it probably is really good that you glued them in then, even if you felt they didn't need it. GGM, are you watching Penny build a Spitfire part work? Golden Gamer says, just start supporting her. David Bassett was recommended her channel by World of Mike. So thank you, World of Mike. Very much appreciated. Horlicks, don't put those bars in before you've fitted the grab poles and ceiling. I think that's too late now, isn't it?
Wow. Yeah, one side. I haven't done the other side though.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because if I remember rightly, I haven't done this stage, but you're going to have to come in through the windows to fit the roof or something. So,
to line the grab poles up.
Yeah, so maybe you're going to need lots of extensions on the Aurea.
Yeah, I think I should be all right. I mean, I've got some quite long tweezers.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens. If you end up ripping those winder bars off, then so be it.
Yeah.
So Golden Gamer Movies, I think I also built a Spitfire back in the day. I've built a few different ones. Yeah, I can't remember what I built in the day. I know a lot of mine was US Navy. So going to bore you as well, Horlicks. Mark's Mod made a comment earlier. The way you and Adrian packed that van, Penny, nothing would break. Lots of hours playing Tetris. So when I moved from Newport to here, I moved all my stuff down in a van. Adrian very, very kindly helped me out. And I wasn't sure how much van space I'd need and how much time I would need. Because I know I can get a bit lazy, and I had like 4 flights of stairs from my room to the front door. So I think, did we have 2 days, Adrian?
Yes.
Yeah. And we were putting stuff in roughly where we wanted it, and then we were rearranging things, and then it's like, I want to get this box in, but there's a little space there, right? Let's rearrange everything. And we really literally did use up just about every bit of space we had. There was no spare space in the van. And yeah, it was like a big game of 3-dimensional Tetris. But yeah, I think Adrian's got very good mental, he can move things around in his head. And I'm fairly good at packing from my courier days, because obviously with being a courier, the more, well, if you're being paid by the parcel, the more parcels you can get into your van, the more money you can make. So you're not just going to go, right, off I go. And you will spend an hour or so packing your van. So maybe Adrian would have been quite handy to have around while when I was a courier. Maybe could earn an extra 20%. So yeah, right. Golden Game. Oh, you're a funny view, Horlicks. So you just moved abroad to Australia. Can't do an Australian accent. So Golden Game and models. Always fascinated by model building. That's why I'm here. P40F20. The winder bars will not give you much trouble when you put the grab poles in and attach the roof. Oh, that's good to hear then.
Just got to be extra careful.
Yeah. Obviously, anything fragile, anything made of plastic, you do have to be careful. And you're drinking one of my favourite drinks there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Mind you, I've found a new favourite. It's not quite as posh as yours. Grape soda. 39p a can from B&M, 3 for £1. So obviously I got 3 cans. So Golden Game models, always nice to see, but model building channels on here. Yeah, I think model building is not the aircraft scale models, but all the other model building. I think that's a little bit underrepresented, isn't it? There's certain types of channels you can do, and you will end up with thousands of subscribers. And there's certain channels where it's topics where you have to work for it. And anyone who does, and scale models included, anyone who does model making and has a large number of subscribers know they've had to work at it. So what's new then, Horlicks? Look at me, no uniform on, luck.
What's new? I don't know really. Nothing.
So what's happened in the last week? Anything exciting?
Work. Oh, Christmas has come early in the car.
Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming.
Because the dashboard lit up today like a Christmas tree.
Okay, right.
I
don't do posh cars.
Yeah, so it needs to go into the garage next week.
Yeah.
But no, apart from Christmas coming early in the car.
Yeah. Is that bad news for you? Oh, you've got BMW, haven't you? So it's seriously bad news for your bank manager, isn't it?
It's not too bad. It's saying the rear brake pads are low, but it tells you in dramatics, like everything's lit up.
Oh, okay.
you got about 3 red lights on the dashboard. You've got a red light in the middle saying change your brakes, and it's just overkill.
So it's a bit like my mum is. Oh, your brakes are just ever so slightly worn.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I've had a look at them to the eye, and I'll still drive on them for another year. There's like half a pad left on them, but I'm gonna have to get it in to turn all the lights off.
Oh, can you not buy one of those thingammy bobs that you plug into your car and do it yourself?
I have got one, but I don't think it does everything like that. I think you have to get it done there because they reset the services and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Let's have a look at the.
But no.
So Golden Gamer Movies is going for the most polite person in the world award. It's always nice to see nice polite people. Hello everyone on the live stream this evening. So nice to meet you. Andy M says, I know we are some way from finishing, but would there be a follow? Now, it's funny you say that. On my particular show, I've renamed it slightly. Instead of being the Routmaster show issue, whatever, I've renamed it the Part Work show, Routmaster, whatever. And the reason I've done that, I didn't really discuss that with anyone. I just did it because I'm a rebel like that. And the reason I did that is I would like to carry on doing something, Wednesday night lives, and whether I end up doing a part work as in the way that we know it, or if I do something in the form of parts, I really don't know. But I really do love doing these Wednesdays, and I know I've got a long way to go. So we've got a good, 6 months or so, but it is going to come to an end. And I just want to give that little bit of what's the word I'm looking for, so that we can continue them. That's if the others will continue to join with me. But then if they all said, no, we want nothing to do with you anymore, Penny, I'd probably just continue on my own when I could. Because I do like the lives.
I think there is one option. Well, no, it isn't actually now. I've glued it. We could wait till the issue 130, and then we could take the bus apart and start from issue 1 again.
Could do that if you are mentally gone in the head and deserve to be put into a special place for mad part workers.
Yeah.
Or just pop it on the shelf and admire it. Right, so Andy M, follow on build. Mark's Mod says I worked hard on my channel. Golden Gamer Movies, hello Horlicks, nice to meet you this evening. Yeah, because this is the first time Golden Game has actually seen you. Steve Tyson says, I'm going to build Twiggy Penny, and I'm going to throw this open to you two guys as well. Are you going to be building Twiggy?
Am I going to be building Twiggy?
You need me to fill you in on what Twiggy is.
That's the woman, isn't it, that stands on the bus? We called her.
Oh, no. But
No.
Twiggy is the Bill the Eddie Stobart.
Here's issue 2.
Go.
Ah.
So, obviously, that is, I say obviously, not obviously. It is currently in test, we believe. So it will stop at issue 3, 4, or 5. I suspect 4. And I'm finding that if they go live proper, they go live 6 to 9 months later. So what do you reckon? I'm trying to do slightly less part works, not quite so much as I'm doing now. Maybe finding cheaper things and stretching them out. I have a great idea for part work if and when a certain part work comes out, which will save me about 900 quid. But I don't know, it's a really nice, and I just think, even though it's a completely different subject, I think it would look absolutely great sitting next to your bus.
Yeah.
You know, if the Eddie Stobart was not 1:12 scale, I probably wouldn't take an awful lot of time to decide, no, I'm not doing it. But it's what age is that truck then? I know someone did say, and I think Dave says the guru with registration plates, isn't he? So I think if I'm correct in thinking, theoretically that bus and that truck could be on the same road working at the same time. I'm pretty sure they can. Which will change. I mean, I spent ages figuring out the date for my bus, and it will probably change all of that. But that's the way it goes sometimes. So what do you think, Horlicks? Are you likely to build it?
Do you know what? I would like to.
There's a but in there somewhere, isn't
But, yeah, there is a but. I haven't got room. I just haven't got room to put it anywhere here. And that's the only thing. If I had a house or somewhere a lot bigger, I'd probably be doing all the part works.
Yeah. That is the problem, isn't it? These lucky people with these houses with more bedrooms than they've got people, they can be like, right, I'm having a room just to display my models.
Yeah.
So Golden Gamer, hello Penny, nice to meet you. Hoping you're having a nice week so far. Yes, I am. Chris Davis World, all I need now is see who can call round to help me fix the bus and rewire it all back to issue 75, and then I can revisit 76 when I know it's all working. And then David Bassett says, cool, you're getting through these comments, aren't they? So I was lucky enough to get my son to service and also fit a replacement front fog light on my car. It's great having a qualified mechanic in the family. Yes. I used to rent a room from a guy who was a main dealer mechanic, and it was fantastic because I could say, oh, so-and-so, oh, I'll have a look at it Sunday for you. And he actually loved, personally, I hate to do my job in my spare time, but he loved it. He'd go to work, he'd do 10-hour day, fixing cars. He'd come home and fix cars, and then Sunday he would just be polishing his car. And then he'd go to work and fix cars and then come home and fix cars. And it was just...
I mean, the annoying thing is with it, I mean, all my previous cars have been older and I am not scared to do my own brakes. I've always done my own brake pads on the cars. I've got all the tools, all the gear, but because it's a BMW, it's new and it's got a warranty, I can't really do that at this stage. When the warranty runs out, I'll be under there myself doing them.
Yeah.
So, I've got the knowledge to do it, but I just can't really do it at the moment.
Yeah. So Golden must be David Bassett. Very handy if your car breaks down. Mark's mods. I'm not building Twiggies. It's not my interest. Fair enough. It's not going to be for everyone. David Bassett, GGM, it's also a lot more convenient and cheaper than the main dealer. Steve Hyson, 1974, and Dave say MReg 1973. So 8 years apart-ish. So more than feasible that they could have been on the road together. Perhaps Twiggy has cut up the bus like truck drivers do. And then there's the bus driver going, oh, I'll get you, Butler. Because the truck driver is called Butler. I don't know. So, just make a story up, can't you? So, Matt the Tart, what about Hogwarts pen? That will end the Eddie build from test runs. Hogwarts isn't for me. A train is for me, but I'm not interested in doing a train build. Now, I'm going to throw that question over to Horlicks because I just happen to know, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, that I know Horlicks is after a train build that he's never seemed to be coming back in stock. So would this make a good substitute for you?
It would, and I have already subbed.
Ah.
But I found out it was a test, and I haven't received anything yet. But I have. It does look really good, the Hogwarts Express.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it yet, but I'll
But
figure
I think being a child, what scale is the Hogwarts? I'm going to guess that's O gauge or double O. I hope it's not double O.
No, I can't remember now.
I would guess at O gauge or bigger. I hope.
Yeah, it's
Could be
quite
something
big.
bigger.
But
Guys, can I just disappear off the stream for a moment? I don't know if you've seen me dancing in my chair. So I will still be listening in, but I'm just going to disappear for a moment.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was going to do the premium because you get obviously the station and the backgrounds and everything. So that, yeah, I was looking forward to that. I know Steve-O was going to do that as well, but say it's a test, so
Yes, I think they're both basically being a test at the moment.
yeah.
You find at times you ring up Hachette and do it with a phone, they'll say, "Oh, it's a full build."
Yeah.
Not until if it's a full build, it would be on the main home website.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, because I struggled to find it, so
If it appears up on the home main website, yes, it's a full build.
yeah.
If it's a test run, that's the only way you can roughly tell with Hachette.
We got a few more comments. There we go. We got David Bassett by 7374. The Routmaster would have been through Aldenham Works, and the bonnet, grill, etc., would have been modified by then. Okay, and that was in regards to obviously the having seen them that and Twiggy on the road at the same time.
Yes.
Peter Whitlock says the Hogwarts Express is gauge 1.
I have never heard of gauge 1.
Which is 10 millimeter to the foot.
So I'm guessing that, like paintbrushes, 1 is bigger than 0, because like with paintbrushes, you've got like 00, and then you've got an O, and then a size 1.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's got to be. It looks quite a big build.
The more noughts you add to a brush, the smaller it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you can get like 20O, I think, but the smallest I use is a 10O, which is 000000000.
Oh, 132 scale, 1.3 meters long.
It's almost comparable to a model tank then. So
1.3 meters long.
Yeah, I suppose it would be by the time you chuck some carriages on. Because all the part work seem to be getting bigger, don't they?
Oh,
yes.
Because you obviously determined the bus was the biggest thing I've seen. Then you've got the Bismarck, which is big. And then you've got the Ecto 1, which I think is slightly longer than the bus. Even though it's a smaller scale, it's bigger, or is it a bigger scale?
I can't get it in, but
you might not get it in, but it's fun watching you, Horlicks.
It's going to be that big.
Yeah.
That you'll find that be the engine in one carriage.
Yeah. So, would anyone be tempted to buy a second issue of the ones that have the carriage so they can get an extra carriage in? Or even 15 copies so you can get a nice long train?
I might have to abort. I haven't got anywhere in this room that I'm going to fit that sort of length, apart from the floor. Oh, well.
Well, I'll tell you what you could do.
Well, just think of the track you need to get 1,000 issues each one, sort of thing. Just have a long enough track. That's if you can
Well,
bend them around.
You could
Yeah.
take it round to Mark's Mod's house, and he can display it on his garden, on his railway little alcove bit, which is beginning the foundations of looking good. Or was I not supposed to say that? Oh my God. I might have given something away there. Mark, I am so sorry. I did not do that on purpose. I am really sorry. Anyway, guys, go over to Mark's Mods, subscribe to his channel. You never know. There might be a good video come up in the next week or so. You never know. You know, might not be, but there might be a good channel. But go over and subscribe to his channel and it might happen. Don't subscribe, you'll never see it. Did I get out of that one? Do you think? Do you think you'll shout at me, or do you think you'll go good recovery? So yeah.
No, I think that's going to be a bit too long anyway. I'll say it's not even going to fit on that unit. I suppose I could suspend it from the ceiling.
Yeah, because I can visualize the train going through the air. Oh, it did. Right, Mark's Mods went. Yeah, it said it went public today. Okay, so I remember seeing a patron post, and obviously patrons get a little bit early content. So maybe I've seen the email today and checked it out. So yeah, okay, that's fine. So I got away with that one then. But still go over to Mark's Mods channel anyway, and then you can see the video. So but they're the kind of videos I like. I like seeing people make stuff. I was thinking about making a video for my desk, but I think I'll just, if there's any interest, I think I'll just do a video after I've finished, because it's awkward. Not awkward. I'm controlled a lot more by cost. And when I've got spare money, I can progress more. It's like right now I'm building a box, and I can afford the bit of wood, but I can afford the socket, and I've even managed to stretch as far as the front of the socket, but probably going to be about another couple of weeks before it goes any further than that. And then and then I've got to do soldering and rewiring, soldering, and then there's other stuff that has to be done as well. Chris Davis World says, if Horlicks gets the train, be thinking of Thomas the Tank, LOL. Now, I'll tell you what, now if I had a house with an attic and they brought out the World of Thomas the Tank engine, I would genuinely be up for that. I could have.
I used to love Thomas Tank Engine.
Yeah, but I just think it's a bit institution, isn't it? I'll tell you what I would go for, and I bet hardly anyone knows about it on it. I never heard of it. Ivor the engine.
Ivor.
Yeah. Who here has heard of Ivor? And I know David Bassett would have done.
It does ring a bell.
Yeah. When this show was finished, go and go. Yeah, I know you would, Adrian. Well, we're of similar age, aren't we? You know, we're both in our early 20s. So, but yeah, sometimes, do you know what? Horlicks is a funny one because he's younger than me in age, but he's far more mature than me. And sometimes you just kind of forget he's actually really young by comparison. I just accidentally called you an old man in mentally, haven't I?
Thanks. Nice.
Good old Ivor, said Stephen Hyson. Yeah, I remember that. I used to love that program. It was one of those. It was the badly drawn cartoon. It looked more like a moving comic book than a cartoon.
Yeah, I remember this. I've just seen a clip of it, not a clip, but a picture, and I do vaguely remember.
Yeah, what was the name? Was it Jones the Steam was the driver?
Yeah,
I know it was all Welsh, wasn't it? David Bassett. Yeah, we go. James the Steam. Jones the Steam. And it's also said Die Station. And then Chris Davis says when he was younger, had a toy Percy from Thomas. See, we've generated more interest from Thomas the Tank and Ivor than we have from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But we all know that train set is going to sell because you've got the words. You're either going to like it because you like trains, or you like it because you like Harry Potter. With the bus, you've got to like buses, haven't you? And there's nothing else. There's no other connection, really, is there? Unless you just are addicted to part work. So, it's got screws in it. Yes, I love my screwdriver. That's the only other reason you're going to do it. So I'll let you read the next comment out, Horlicks.
What?
I think it's doo doo pew pew.
Yeah.
Ed Ivor. Oh, that was the program.
Yeah, no, I can't even do that.
Yeah. Oh, good days. They were good days. But
Yes.
I think it's funny actually that they've got all these computer games that they're banning because they're worried about violence from children. And I grew up on a cat trying to kill a mouse with a frying pan while being chased by a dog with a cudgel, and blind men going out with guns trying to shoot rabbits, and a duck that wore a jacket but never wore any trousers. And apparently you can't have half of these computer games because they're influencing the children. I never thought once to go and hit someone with a frying pan. Personally, if I see an animal in my house, I use a shoe. So I'm just going to do a quick refresh because I'm seeing one of the people I subscribe to. He's doing a live at the moment, and I'm tempted to just click and go, yeah, actually, I'd rather watch that than my show.
Chris Davies just said he does live steam trains too. Haven't been on one in years.
Yeah.
Or love. Maybe that's.
I was wondering if he meant love.
I do love steam trains.
Oh, I do love to be on the steam train. Good old big ears. Is that Noddy? That reminds me of a joke. Why has Noddy got big ears? Come on.
Don't know.
Because he didn't pay the ransom. Yeah, mind. I thought it was a good
No. Not gone in.
Yeah. Or that because someone wouldn't pay the ransom, something like that. But yeah, okay. It was funny in my head.
Yeah.
So what's going to go on next week then? What are we doing next week?
Well, if I'd been more efficient, I'd have been able to tell you. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to keep you guys chatting just for a bit while I find the cheat list. So, yes, right, next week. What's the date today? 14th. So tomorrow we have a gap for anyone that wishes to do a live stream. I think we have World of Wayne on a Thursday, don't we?
Yes.
Friday, I've got some guy called Horlicks doing Terminator ? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah. Terminator, yeah.
Terminator. Saturday, we have nothing on. Sunday, I would suggest that this is to be confirmed, but we might have Dave say on Sunday. There's no title, but that's on the Dave Say channel. But obviously not going into too many details. I wouldn't be surprised if that's not happening. But Dave, can you confirm Sunday for us? Monday is we've got Chris Campling doing the Terminator 76 and 77. I would imagine issues to be confirmed. Now, Chris Campling and Chris Davis, they stream alternate Mondays. And Chris 2 weeks ago didn't have the issues. They hadn't come in. And I believe he's received the issues. So I'm guessing there will be a Terminator show this Monday. And then if you are liking Terminator, you are in for a treat, because Tuesday we have Build with Adrian, which looks probably like a chubby cat sitting there. Let's all point at Adrian. So I have Build with Adrian doing Terminator 81 to 82 at 7 o'clock. And then Wednesday we have this beautiful show. It's a lovely show. It's going to be on at 2 o'clock. It's called the Paint with Diamonds show by Penelope's Pit Stop and Yorkshire Crafter. And the second dynamic duo. So Dave's saying it's just confirmed Sunday, all being well, at 8 o'clock. Update on my bus, which is absolutely fantastic, because have a look at Dave Say's channel, what he has done with his 2 buses. Well, their 2 buses is absolutely amazing. Absolutely out of this world.
Yes, they are.
So then that brings us to Wednesday evening, which is the Routmaster show. So which brings us nicely into a little change that we're doing. Would you like to bring it up while I eat a timeout, or would you like me to?
No, you can if you want. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. You're good at explaining things.
Apparently, I'm good at explaining things. You know me, a million words when 2 will do. So from next week, we're going to be splitting the show, so you'll have twice the fun. So we're going back to the original format, which is I'm going to be building and Horlicks is going to be doing what I've done tonight, which is Horlicks' original job of eloquently calling out the instructions.
Yeah.
And then we are hoping to get another day when Horlicks will be doing on his channel. And if I'm able to, which I will be honest with you, will be unlikely, I will be calling out the instructions for Horlicks. It really depends on the time of the day, but I'm working late now. So next week, we're effectively going to be jumping from last week. We did 91 again and 92 again. And then next week will be 97. Does that sound about right? I know Adrian seems to know more about my channel lately than I do. No, Adrian, I always say that I could not manage without Adrian. I really genuinely can't, because he knows things that you don't know. It's just, you didn't think you needed to know, but Adrian knows it, and you're like, yes. So
I thought it was 95 or 96.
Yeah, I will. I mean, basically, if I'm trying to do an issue that I've already done, I'm going to have a bit of a problem, and I'll just skip to the next issue. One thing I will say, though, I can't remember how many figures are left to do on my build. So when we get a figure, I will make that a double build. I'm sure absolutely no one will object to that. So next week, it's back to where I'm up to. And then there will be another show on Horlicks' channel, Build a Routmaster issue. I can't remember what issue we're doing today. So it'll be 93.
93 next week, yeah.
It would be really nice if we can get Horlicks caught up to where I am, so that you will have the same issue twice in 1 week. And I think that would be quite exciting.
Obviously, I've got to work out when, because obviously there's a lot of lives going on, and I don't think,
Well, there's a regular Saturday free, and there's a looks like Thursdays are free, and you've got afternoons, but obviously you struggle with the afternoons. We seem to have. Oh, of course, yeah. You've grabbed that Friday to do your Terminator. I don't know. I know you'll fit it in somehow.
Yeah, I'm thinking perhaps Saturday.
Yeah.
Because there was something about a Thursday, wasn't there? And we don't.
I think it's I mean I might be wrong, but I think it's to do with World of Wayne. We don't want to tread on World of Wayne, and it's no point us competing with someone like World of Wayne. He does a really good stream on a Thursday.
Yeah. No.
Part of the fun of our live stream is the interaction. Well, if everyone's all watching someone else's, there's not going to be so much interaction. So it's best to sort of grab a time when more people can make it, so they can all take part.
Yeah.
You remember, guys, it's not just us three; it's all of you viewers as well who are taking part in this stream.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it'll probably be Saturday then. So I'll probably do obviously I've got the Terminator on the Friday, and then probably the Routemaster on Saturday.
While you're still in a streamy mood.
But I'm not sure who will obviously read my instructions for me. That'll be to be confirmed.
I'm sure.
If anyone, if not, I'll have to go back to old school and read them.
I would imagine people are queuing around the corner to jump on your show and help you.
Would you do an afternoon or an evening show, Horlicks?
Dave say, I'll help you on a Saturday, Horlicks.
Oh, brilliant. Probably be evening. Right. Yeah. I think that's probably a better time because a lot of people that might be interested in the build they've got lives and they might have to go out and do shopping or whatever. So I think the evening's probably better.
Right, yes.
There you go. You got another guy helping, like Chris Davis World. I'm free as well, Horlicks. So I'll just do a bit of a catch up. So David Bassett. I don't know who's more knowledgeable, David Bassett or David Say. There was obviously something in the name, isn't there, Dave? But, I said to an old inspector of mine, I said, everybody needs a Dave. Daves are always handy to know, aren't they? So Ian Blyton, who wrote Noddy, lived in Beaconsfield, Buckinghamshire, from 1938 to 1968. Her home was sadly demolished in the early 70s. New road is nicknamed Big Air's Bottom. I think I've heard of that. A replica of her home in miniature form at Beaconscott Model Village. So, guys, who is free Sunday to do a private stream with me and Steve-O to do my bus because of this lockdown? I can help out in the morning. I don't know exactly what I'm working Sunday, but generally my shifts start at 3 or 4, and I need to be finished 2 hours before I start work. But if I'm available, I'm always happy to try and help. So Dave says we said we'll help on a Saturday. David Bassett, great show, guys. Thank you, David. But it wouldn't be a great show without it's lots of elements. It's like a big watch, isn't it? Lots of different cogs, and each cog is doing a different thing. And if one of those cogs was missing, nothing would function. And you guys are one cog, and we're another cog, and and if anybody didn't do what they do, it wouldn't be a great show. So thank you, guys. So and Andy M, not Andy M. Great show. Good night.
Andy M, not Andy M.
Well, it used to be Andy M. So yeah, I'm gonna.
He shortened his name.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So he shortened his name, so I've made it longer than it originally was. So, Chris Davis will enjoyed tonight, guys, seeing Horlicks and Penny. Always nice to see you guys back.
Thanks very much.
So, would you like to wind the show? And this is a very rare occasion. We're having a Routmaster show that's less than 2 hours. That's
We're getting good at this.
Of course, we will now spend the next 4 days on the after show chat.
Yeah.
No, we do that. Adrian, how many times have we had a quick 5 minutes and we've been on the phone for 2 hours?
And
after
every other day.
Yeah,
you'll be talking to Penny and she won't hear you because she'll got to have her sander on in the background.
You know what I say to that, Horlicks?
Yeah, that's what I have to put up with.
But what I thought was funny was these guys thought I couldn't hear them when I.
No, I knew you could hear.
I knew you'd hear us, basically.
We knew we muted you, so we couldn't hear you
Yeah,
saying.
you couldn't hear me, which meant I could say whatever I wanted about you, and I did. Yeah. So no, it's but yeah, no, myself and Adrian, we'll have a FaceTime, and we're not actually chatting. We're just I'm doing what I'm doing, and Adrian's doing what he's doing, and
it's like what we used to do, wasn't it? We used to just go hang out on the thing and just
yeah, and it's just like we're all in the same room where you're doing your thing and I'm doing mine. And every now and again, I might just call it. You're right. I haven't heard from you for a bit. You said in 10 minutes. And Adrian's a funny one because when he focuses on something, he doesn't talk. And you're like, "Are you still there, Adrian?" And he's like, but what's funny is that we've had a call disconnected a few times, and where I've been focusing on what I'm doing, I'm chatting away. And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. So what do you think, Adrian? Oh, and I see the call's been disconnected. And I'm like, and he sent me a message on Facebook like 5 minutes earlier. Sorry, call got disconnected. And I'm like, yeah, I've just been chatting for 5 minutes to myself. So Stuart Sullivan, it's good to see you guys again. Andy M's so good, they named me twice. And Mark Mod says, I can believe that about after show chat. So unless anyone's got any burning questions, announcements, or anything like that, I think we should wind down the show while we've still had a good one.
All I can say is, we'll get out issue 96 for next week.
Say that again, sorry. Without the sirens. Is that you, Horlicks? Are they coming after you again?
It's the fire department.
I was going to say, because I can't afford bail money again, Horlicks.
What's going on? I need to adjust this camera. I look like the giant. I've got this massive head.
You are the giant. Mind you, hang on. No, I tell you what, if I actually adjusted my camera, that's a bit better, isn't it? How's that?
Yeah, it's a bit better.
Can I also say that I have got a shirt on underneath? It just looks like I haven't. So actually, I've had my special T-shirt on. I'm going to show it to you. I was experimenting. So I went on to that. Is it Vistaprint? And I had a T-shirt made up. So I am sort of in a uniform look.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hard to see. I can't tell left from right on camera. So, because I was going to get Julie one for our diamond painting show and we're just going to have a diamond on it. And I just thought, because to be honest with you, this was a lot cheaper than half the T-shirts you can buy. And it is good quality. It's proper Fruit of the Loom one. Yeah, it's proper Fruit of the Loom T-shirt. It's not one of these cheapy T-shirts. So, Pete Whitlock says, chatting to yourself is the first sign of madness. Now, I always got told the first sign of madness is hairy palms. And the second sign is looking for them. That's often a good one to play on your mates, and they'll go like that, and you'll go. And as they do that, you go, yeah, second sign is looking for it. Yeah. So I had this T-shirt, and to be honest with you, I think that I'm not going to bother buying T-shirts anymore. I think this cost me £8 delivered.
That's not bad.
Made. So all you got to do is find a design on Google or something, or design your own thing. You could have it all made up, and yeah, I could have. Well, I could nearly afford a T-shirt a week. We could have message of the week on. So, right. So, who wants to say goodbye first, and who wants to say goodbye last?
What I was trying to say before that sound went off, I think you'll finally be doing 96 next week.
Will I? Okay, I'll do 96 next week. When I go to the lockup this week, I'll find out what issue I haven't done.
Because I think you find you've done 95.
Do you know what? I'm going to investigate. I'm not going to try and prove you wrong, because that usually ends up in disaster.
We know Adrian's right.
Yeah, we do. Trouble is, it's been so long. I've got 400,000 videos to go through. Here we go. So end of year. Well, it is. It's 96, because the last build I did was 95, and I can see the beautiful Dave Say on the thumb on the. You know, when you hold your mouse over the video, it starts playing it. So I can see the wonderful Dave Say, and then the next Routmaster show I did was the end of year chat and end of year quiz, and that looks like myself, Adrian, Dave, and Fleetwood J. Was it Penny? Yes, it was.
It's Penny.
Was it Penny?
Yes. So next week is going to be. I'm sorry. So next week will be part work show, build the Classic Routemaster part 96. Oh,
only because I know you like talking to yourself, so I didn't respond.
So you just leave me to it, do you? Yeah. So. Is that what I'm doing next week, Adrian?
That looks like it is.
Fair enough. So
that's the information back of issue 95.
I think if we replace the word continuing to picking up. So picking up work on the framework for the outer wall of the upper deck. Gee, I can't wait. No, I actually can't wait. Watching Horlicks build for the last 2 weeks, I really want to just grab and I've got a very special screwdriver for next week. Would anyone like a sneak preview?
Yeah, the Oreo.
Yeah, it's a new screwdriver I bought. But I don't think you can see it now because I don't know where it is. There it is. Are you ready for
I
this?
haven't got the screwdriver.
Oh, no, you haven't. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? This will be totally unexpected.
Purple Oreo.
Of course. Yes. Because I was contemplating a name change. I asked my friends a couple of suggestions, and one of the suggestions I threw up was 50 Shades of Purple, which I thought was a very good name. As you can see from their reaction, it's wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, and you've got your new chair as well, haven't you?
Oh, my new chair, look. Best thing that happened to me was my chair breaking and me going. Now, in all fairness, it was bad timing. I was going to get this chair. And I was going to get it like next month, maybe the month after. And then all of a sudden, my other chair broke. And this is great. And I can just... And if I just pull this bit out here, yeah, you have to get there. Yeah, so yeah, I could sit in this chair all night. So
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd laugh so hard if you went back.
Do you know, I did actually fall out today. I saw something on the floor and I went to pick it up, and I could feel the chair going, and there was absolutely nothing I could do about it. I'm like, and you hit that point of no return, and you just accept your fate. So there's no thrashing about. You just know you're going. It's like, yeah. And I just kind of rolled out of the chair. So, but as my mum always said, put the chair on the floor properly. So dynamic reactions noted. As Stuart Sullivan, is that that bit?
Probably yes.
I don't normally lean right back in a chair, but I've actually got this positioned so that you've got there's 5 spokes on the wheel, and I've got it so that the V bit goes directly behind me, just to give me a bit more. But that might be the wrong way to do it. So, the reason I do it is so that you've got the pointy bit, a single one right at the front, and I can put my feet either side of it then.
Yeah.
And I just noticed how mucky my t-shirt is. That is awful. Thankfully, there's so much bright light. My t-shirt looks spotlessly clean. Looks like a Daz advert, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
how they do it. That's how they do it.
In reality, there's about. It looks like I've been wearing this t-shirt for a week, fixing cars. That's not that bad, but yeah. So yeah, white. Daz, make sure white's whiter. Right. Okay. So guys, right. Someone say goodbye.
Right. Thanks for watching us and commenting on our channel tonight. On Horlicks and Pane channel.
Not a problem. Always happy to have you. Horlicks, do you want to go next, Horlicks?
Yeah, no, yeah. Thank you for watching. Nice to see some new faces this evening that I've not seen before. So welcome, and yeah, thank you for watching. As I say, really enjoyed the build, and I'll see you next week for issue 96 with Penny, and then I'll have my own show on my own channel on probably Saturday.
Lovely. Horlicks, am I seeing mess in your room?
Mess? No.
Yeah, what's that to your right? That's the messiest I've ever seen your place.
Oh, what, down there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's just the t-shirt I was wearing from work.
That by your own standards, that is terrible.
And these are neatly folded towels.
Yeah. By my standards, you'd be like, oh, Penny, have you cleared up? Right, guys. So, yeah, let's just block all of this out. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. As everybody said, nice to see the new faces and the old faces. Next week, we're going to be cracking on. I'm slightly scared now, actually, 96. I haven't done it. So, and I'm sure I watched someone build it, but I can't remember. So, yeah, let's get the old screwdriver wrists in action again. So yeah, that's it for me then, and I will see you all next week. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.
Thank you all.